By way of thanks, a locket of hair in a gummed envelope on the chair, where one leg's wonky if you go so much as near or even glance in its general direction. Handle with care. She knew he was a client, but it would bring a smile if she left souvenir, keepsake, piece of her recent self for his appreciation to remember her by. Love misplaced is love all the same. On the scale of things, equivalent to stamp collector's hunt for what's not got, something new yet still alike. Regurgitation of an impulse. Penny Black, commemorative edition of the wedding of Princess Anne to Captain Mark Phillips. Age shall not wither or decay. And as with her, no matter how you dressed it, bedsit trussed with headscarf, down an alley, in a van, she only did what God commanded, used her natural advantages for gain. It was a plus, engendered a glow in the breast of a gentleman who thought they were ignored once kids had entered the equation at home and they were pushed out of joint like a boxer's nose. She rectified it. She took the blows. Rang the gamut from this one, trouser leg up, Sochler blindfolds, to the mayor with his chain and other symbols of his offices, hung like medals on his front, playing hide the snake by portraits of his line of predecessors in his chambers. It pays to be flexible in this job, to take on all comers. And if her hair was lank, not a natural shade, she picked it up from the back room of the butcher's, which had doubled as hairdressers, come to call upon the lady of the house just hours before. Who's bothered? Bargain it was. Auburn. Him in the blindfold wouldn't clock, look at it afterwards with doe eyes, and read the note enclosed inside with her phone number. Surprise, surprise. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has sprung. I'm on the end of the line. Should you want to ring and leave a message, have a massage etched directory, it's fine. Do call my turtle dove. 061 and such. Bye-bye. The scent she'd sprayed unforgettable and called the light fantastic. Got in bulk, back of lorry, tough and lingering in the memory, as strong as Terps was. On his hands and on his fingernails forever in the day, when he read its braille, its biro imprint. What a wonderful memento that was. Who knew that Snow White's apple was an onion here, and had as tart a tang as the smack of living gave to this dirty town? Breathed out through the mouth, it could stop a bus conductor dead on the way home at a dozen steps, and when you know, you know. It goes on underneath your nose. Or it did. Back in her peak, when men this desperate abounded, their pay packets in pockets every reek at foundry gates meant a little put away for kiddies and the baccy and the drink. And who knew if some went missing on extracurricular activities to blow off steam? They were her raw material to mine that kept her in the manner to which she was inclined through the 70s until the shortages and closures came, when reality bared its teeth. Still, we offer the memory, the pristine gift, seashell, the glitter of the latter she would use to conduct business and advertise herself. That oyster she would give, which seemed at the time untrue, now come to be all that was beautiful and raw of her youth in memory, though poetry's a lie. Car boot, antique, part tatterdemalion. 1980s neon on the way, and her beside it looking modern as a grate. Coal dust on the knees caked in, remembrance of all we've lost. Token of days when goods were cost, not tossed off in a stampede to museum or to be put upon a pedestal, but marvellous and foyable, strange as it may seem. You get the idea. We could go on. We could go to ruining any more of this nonsense, says the constabulary. PC plod with his dictionary, taking half a day to translate what she said in a note. Reading not his strong suit, and shocked at the implications. Her of all people. Who'd have thunk?